In today's video, I give you 6 cool things you can do with the USB port on your router. This video is sponsored by Oduka.com. Oduka.com is Uganda's #1 online shopping website. Are you looking for accessories or home entertainment systems and more? Then you'll find it all on Oduka.com. Check out www.oduka.com and get the best online shopping experience today. What's up? Welcome to Tech Select. Linus is the name, and today we're talking about routers, the USB ports on a particular router. Now, if you own a modern router, a newer version router, definitely you'll notice it has a USB port somewhere. Sometimes it is at the back, next to the LAN ports and all of that. Sometimes it's on the side of the router. So in case you check your router and it doesn't have, that means you have an older router. But if you have a newer model router, high chances it does have a USB port. Now, in today's video, I'm giving you 6 cool things you can do with that USB port right there, just to give it a little bit more life, more functionality, to your router. Let's kick off with number 1. Number 1 in this case is printing. Now, many modern printers these days come with Wi-Fi connectivity, and you can always, just allocate them onto your Wi-Fi network, and you're free to print off that. But if you're still using an older model printer, in this particular case, most of them do come with a USB cable, for plugging into an ordinary computer. But in this particular case, all you have to do, instead of plugging that printer into a computer, what you're going to do is plug it into the USB port of your router, and just like that, now you have a wireless, or you have a network allocated printer. Now, if you're in a big office, this actually does come in handy, because now everybody can simply just print from there. The few settings you might have to set up, the settings vary depending on the router, be it ZTE, Linksys, or whatever other router you may have. The setting normally is just something really simple as just enabling network printer. But once you plug that in right there on the USB drive, your printer is now allocated on the network, and somebody can just simply click print and find it. Number 2 is setting up a network attached storage, or NAS. Now, this particularly is one of my favorite things to do with a router that has a USB port. Now, in this case, all you have to do is get your router and attach a storage of sort, be it a USB drive or an external hard drive. All you just do is plug it in there and then go to the settings and allow network storage. Now, once you do this, basically all you've done is now you have storage that is available on the network for everybody to share. Now, I should warn, there's a slight caveat on here. Some routers come, actually most of those that I've encountered, especially the ones which are more on the budget end, come with USB 2.0. So don't expect insane speeds when you're copying and transferring your files. Now, it all comes down to different routers. Every router has a different way to set up, a different kind of chipset it comes with. But on the lower budget ones, most of them come with USB 2.0. So if you're transferring large files, it does tend to take a while. It takes a little bit of a while, so that there is the only downside of doing this. But if it's actually something worth doing, and also the type and speed of the device you've attached. So if it is a flash disk, if the flash disk is the slow type, it's also going to slow down your upload and download speed. And if it is like an external hard drive, some of them don't have enough power to power an external hard drive, but most of them I've encountered, like the one I have here, this is Modem by ZTE. This one has no problem. I can just plug in my external hard drive and I just have network shared storage. So that there is a cool thing, number 2, that you can do with your router. Now, number 3 is you can set up a media server. Now, when you are at your place of work, or maybe you're at home, and you're going to need to set up the network attached storage like we just talked about earlier, and now you're plugged in your hard drive and it has some music, your legally attained movies, and all of these things. And now once you plug that in, there are some routers will natively allow you enable media server. Some of them it comes as UPnP. So once you enable that, now your media is given off to the network, and whatever device that is on the network can actually access the media, be it a computer or even a smart TV. Let's say you want to watch movies and stuff like that. That is the quickest way you can do it. Now, for those that don't have that service inbuilt, there's some other softwares you can install on your router that will help you create the media server so that you can have your media easily accessible over the network. Now, this in particular is the best way. Like, for example, if you've gotten your movies in soft copy legally and you want to watch them on, let's say, your smart TV, and you don't want to go through the whole process of plugging different things, all you do is plug it into your router, enable media server, and just like that, now you have media serving to everybody, to your TV, to your phone, tab, and everybody within the home, simply like that. Now, number 4 is you can plug a modem into this USB port. Now, by modem, I'm talking about the 4G, 3G modems back then. So, for instance, if you're creating a backup link, maybe you've been using fiber and there's a fiber cut, and you still want to have your access to the internet, you can use a 4G or 5G or even 3G modem. Just plug that in there, go to the settings, and enable that connection. Now, not all routers allow this, but most of them I have encountered do allow you to enable a modem connection, and this gives you quick access just like that. And of course, it's also a good way to have Wi-Fi. So for instance, you're accessing your internet through a modem that you plug into your computer manually, and now you want to have more devices on it. This is a quicker way. Just plug it into your router, and now you have Wi-Fi access, with internet access that can be shared across all your devices. So number 4 right there is you can plug your modem into that USB port and have your internet given off wirelessly. Now, number 5, a cool thing you can do with the USB port on your router is firmware updates. Now, this here is actually something great because it opens your router to a different world of various things that you can do. One is let's say you're not connected directly to the internet but want to have the latest firmware on your router. You can always go and download the firmware from wherever there is internet, maybe a cafe or from your workplace. Download it, save it to a flash. When you get home, plug it in right there and then click to update your router's firmware. That is something really great. Now, there's something else you can do, which is installing different firmware than the one that is shipped from the factory with your router. In this particular case, there are other firmwares out there that open a lot more features of your router. For example, there is Open WRT, there is DDRT. There are so many other firmwares that you can install on your router to open up a lot more features that it has but are naturally blocked off by the manufacturer when they do ship them out. Now, this is dependent on the router you have, but having this USB port allows you to easily download the firmware that you need, plug in, and then now you can install from there, which is just something great to have. It's not something you could do on a router without the USB port. So having the USB port, that is something that you can do and is a very wonderful feature to have right there. It allows you to enable install your firmware, be it the original firmware or even custom firmware if your router can handle it. Now, our final use for the USB port on your router in this particular case is low power charging. Let's say you need to charge something like a device, a MiFi or something, and all your chargers in this particular case are miraculously full, or you don't have the plug or dongle or whatever, and you just need something to charge your device. Then this particular USB port does come in handy as a low power charging. Highlight the word low power charging. Now, the power voltage on this is not really that high. It's basically outputting the same voltage you'd get from the USB port of your computer. So that will take a really long while to charge up your phone or maybe whatever it is you're charging. But it is an option which is there in case you're really stuck and just need something to charge and you don't have a plug or whatever, but you have your USB cable. So that there can be used, for low power charging. there you have it, 6 cool things you can do with a USB port on your router. Make sure you subscribe to this channel because I'll be dropping a lot more cool things you can do with your router. I'll be showing how you can set up your network storage, media servers, and a lot more. You might want to be subscribed for that. Also remember to hit the notification bell so that when these videos do get to upload, you are alerted when they do drop. Thank you so much for watching. My name is Linus and I shall see you in the next video.